Hey, good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM. We are at Jake's Furnishings outside. Wait, where are we at? We're outside here at Jake's Furnishings, sitting on this nice outdoor patio furniture that's probably going to go in the back of that pickup truck right behind me.
That can happen. Final year-end clearance now on them, so we're blowing a few sets out. Sold 3 sets this week. So we're getting down to the end now.
Getting down to the end. Summer is about over. Boo-hoo. Boy, it flew by, Jake. How were your second year of outdoor Ashley furniture sales?
Yeah, you know, we exceeded expectations by about 25%, if you want to know the percentage. But we were very happy. More than doubled what we did the previous year. So it was a good year, and next year's we're going to expand it even more. I believe we may even make the little patio area a little bigger and
add on,
do a little more out here with it, because I kind of like it out here. Heck, during the day, you know, sometimes I'll just come over here and hang out for a little bit.
When you're in trouble at home?
Well, when the employees are doing their thing, they don't need me around.
I just figured the honeymoon's over, and this is Jake's doghouse.
Oh, no.
All right, well, let's get to it. We got Coach Silkowski with us this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, guys.
Homecoming week, busy week for the kids. And they come out last night, homecoming game against Effingham, the Flaming Hearts. Coach, I thought the kids played well first half. They held them to a field goal there early on, and then Effingham was able to score a couple touchdowns before half. But, overall, you got to be pretty pleased with your effort. A couple of tough goal line, they were down in the red zone, a couple of tough stands there, and we had a couple of tough penalties called against us. One was a touchdown call back, and another one was a big gain, and just kind of took some momentum away that you were building. But overall, I thought the kids played well first half. Second half rolled around, and not being very deep and big and physical, kind of wore down a little bit.
Yeah, that's a pretty good synopsis of what happened. We had a couple really good stands there late in the first half defensively. We wanted to stop their running attack and force them to throw the ball, and that's what we were able to do. They had a really good rushing attack over there. And we slowed it down for the most part, all night. So I was really happy with that. A couple of really big calls just really hurt us offensively. Touchdown called back, another big play. We got a false start. You could argue that, that should have been on them. That would have picked us up another first down. So, but that was the one thing going into this week is, we weren't really happy with some of the effort that was given in the Week 3 game against Mattoon. We wanted to finish, and play hard and play with some pride and character last night. And for the most part, all in all, we could say that that's what we did. So we were happy, happy with that. We didn't turn the ball over last night, so that's, something to build on. And just keep, just got to keep getting better and develop some of those players, some more of those lower level guys to build some depth, so we can, try to get not as many two-way guys on the field.
We also had some players maybe a little bit out of position last night, and some new to the sport of football. We got Noah Funk back at quarterback. I thought he did well as far as making things happen, back there scrambling, getting out of the pocket and finding the open guy. And one of those open guys, Colton Holiday, his first year playing football, Coach. And if you would think years back, if this kid would have played football, even the past 3 years, he's still learning the game, and he could be a big factor in your offense.
Yeah, he didn't join us till August 6th, the very first day when we opened up. So, he's really just learning the game still. And we're really happy with the way he's developed. Had he been around for all 4 years with us, who knows what he would be. Possibilities are endless. When you're struggling offensively, you're looking for a spark, trying to get some things going. So you take one of your better athletes and you put the ball in his hand every play. So that's kind of what we did with Noah, and he's still learning the position. But he made some really good plays. We were able to, we kind of game plan to get out of the pocket a little bit, get him moving, get him in some space. Then he had that run. He has a run option too when you do that. So get him more comfortable, and that's where he's more comfortable, is out of the pocket. Just they caught onto it, and we didn't respond and block the edge very well. And it worked early. We were getting to the edge, and then they did a really good job adjusting. when we stayed in the pocket, then we just didn't get it done.
But you got to give a little bit of credit to Effingham's defense. I thought they pursued the ball well, and it always seemed like there were 7-8 guys around the ball at all times. So there towards the end of the game, it was hard to find those gaps and those holes to get through. And then, Noah even had a hard time back there scrambling because, it seemed like the ends were getting a lot of penetration and trying to keep Noah in that pocket, and it just kind of took away from his ability to, find someone downfield.
Yeah, big credit to their coaching staff. Coach Hefner is a really good football coach, really good guy, and yeah, he's got those guys ready to play. They fly to the football. There's no doubt about it. And even in doing some of our read stuff, we make the right read. We do the right thing with the ball, but they just pursue it relentlessly, and they track that thing down and take away your ability to make some big plays in the run game.
Well, it was a busy week. Was it tough keeping these kids focused? I know a lot of activities going on throughout the week as far as, things at the high school, bonfires, and, you got the big dance tonight. And is it their focus was there?
Yeah, I don't think that was really an issue this year. I thought they were pretty focused. They were, they understood that, they had a football game to prepare for, and, we were happy with the way we prepared. That wasn't really a concern this week, heading into last night. So we just got to keep getting better, and keep playing.
Right. Well, you come in now a record of 1-3, and we got a tough one coming on Friday. Probably the favorite in the conference. That's Taylorville. They beat up on Mahomet last night, 38-26. They'll be coming to town, so you won't get to play on their new turf, but it's going to be a tough one, and you got to get the kids ready and focus for that one.
Yeah, we got a little banged up last night too, so we'll get give them the weekend, get healed up, and get ready to go. But yeah, Taylorville's really tough. You got Brandon Odom, All-State returning quarterback. Wright is one of their All-State receivers back, and so yeah, they're gonna look. They throw the ball really well. They throw it all over,
Spread it out, and maybe a little bit of that Rochester offense there, where spread you out and throw the ball around.
Yeah, they do some really, nice things offensively. Coach Odom, really does some trick. He's a trickster on that side. So we got to really be disciplined this week on defense, and try to get some things going. Get that running game back that we're missing.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time. We always appreciate it. I know you got things you got to get done today. Get the kids iced, put them in the ice bath or whatever you need to do, get them stretched out, and go over some tape and get ready for next week.
Yeah, we'll get back at it and head in now and get that going. All
right, Coach. It's Coach Silkowski, head coach of your Lincoln football Railers, and tough one coming up, Jake, but they got a long week ahead of them. It's in the middle of the season, a lot of bumps and bruises, and but I think they'll be ready for next Friday. So get on out to Hanlon Field next Friday for a matchup between the Railers and the Tornadoes.
Talking about the Tornadoes there, they actually had the game wasn't as easy as they thought it looks like from yesterday. That Taylorville 38-26 there against Mahomet. That's a little tighter than what a few people were thinking, so kind of surprising score there.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll wrap up the Apollo Conference, and we'll talk about some other local high school sports going on and some results on that. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM.
Divider. Can you play this on the drums?
Yeah. I mean, a 3-year-old probably could. Just that part right there.
Wow, did he call out some 3-year-olds?
That's taking a stand.
That's a pretty
Welcome back
song.
to the Cheap Seats, and Joe Ryan just blessed us with his presence. Thanks for showing up, Joe.
It's a blessing, isn't it? Hey, before we get started, happy birthday, Mom.
It's your mom's birthday? Well, happy birthday. What are you going to do for Mom today?
I'm gonna take her. When she's done mowing, I'm going to take her out for something to eat.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
Happy birthday. Sing it, Joe.
To you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Mom.
Happy birthday
We're going to get together.
Are you going to cook or something?
We're going to get together. We're going to swim, walk to eat, hang around.
What are you gonna?
She's got to get a bunch of stuff out of my house first. She got to mow and trim.
She got to clean the house.
She's gonna clean the house and get it ready.
She's gonna earn her birthday present.
There's stuff things in life aren't free.
Wait a minute. We're talking about Joe. You think she's getting a present?
Oh, that's right. She's gonna earn her birthday not getting a present.
I said I would buy dinner, but she needed to bring money for a tip, so we'll be all right. That's the way that stuff works.
You have to. I don't think you have to tip people at McDonald's, do you?
No, but if you're nice, you do. You don't ever tip them. You don't have a puppy, do you?
Well,
we got one.
You had 2 for a while.
I did have 2 for a while. And I took him
somebody went on his 100th vacation.
Yeah. How does anything get sold out?
I got to go open me up a furniture store.
Do you pay Illinois taxes?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you did. Or
had to pay them heavily Monday.
Not real estate though, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. That's say. Much you travel, I don't know if you had to pay tax here.
I gotta get me one of them. I gotta get me one of them furniture stores.
You know what? Next building that comes open, we're opening up a furniture store.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of them right now.
Yeah, there are.
Why not?
Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats. We're at Jake's Furnishings. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake, the furniture guy, Lloyd Kirby, and Jim Ash. We are outside under the
Big top.
The big top where
I love it out here. This is nice.
We already talked about that.
We're talking about some expansion out here.
Building on. You're gonna have to just go buy Big R and just do it all from there.
Boy,
you want to talk about expansion?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No,
all right.
No, thank you.
He just doesn't want to go big.
We got summer again, didn't it? It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot. Hey, wrapping up the rest of the Apollo Conference, guys. Taylorville, we talked about their victory over Mahomet, 38-26. Mahomet made a game of that. And then Mattoon beat Charleston 36-24, and Mount Zion put a whipping on Macomb 55-0.
Ooh, that Macomb team's got problems.
Yeah, they do.
I'd say, Mount Zion, I didn't think was a real good football team, but they put up 55 on them. That's pretty good.
Well, we were talking, they've got a young quarterback too, Joe.
Sophomore.
You were saying a sophomore, so.
He'll get better, the more you play, the more you get better. Didn't Funk last night kind of look like Michael Vick at times?
I'll tell you what, he was out there moving out of that pocket, making things happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, he'd take a snap and run for his life. And
they had a hard time catching him, yeah.
He looked like Michael Vick. I'm not
my knees hurt today watching.
That's got to be hard on a kid.
Oh.
It's got to be, Jake.
He just
sits there and waits.
How
like
many,
a cougar.
How many games
pounces on it?
Yeah. How many practices do you think he's been at QB1?
I'd say probably the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
a few weeks probably. He's just
maybe a week.
Such a good athlete.
But the problem with that is you're taking one of your biggest weapons away offensively on top of, you're gaining something maybe with his mobility and whatnot, but you're losing something there as well.
Right.
So.
And, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. That's part of it.
You got to, put the kids in positions that it's going to help your football team.
They have to just start running option with him. Make him Jamel Holloway.
Jamel.
How fun Jamel was to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Jamel?
No, I don't. Who's
you
Jamel?
Don't? Jamel Holloway?
Played in the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
He played
They didn't run the RPO back in the 50s.
For Oklahoma. They just ran straight up
smash
option.
mouth football.
Straight up option.
Oh,
and
straight up.
Jamel was a stud. He was fun. T-ville coming to town next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. T-Ville's
aerial assault.
Pretty good team. Just real quick, moving over in the Central State 8, Rochester had their hands full last night with MacArthur. Barely pulling away with a victory over there, and then that
MacArthur was undefeated coming in.
Yeah, that's a solid. They're turning that program into a solid football.
Well, they have the athletes.
Yeah, they do.
There's a lot of athletes there, and it is. And then when you look at sizes of the school, is it MacArthur would be 6A? Well, they're not 5A. I think they're 6A, and then
they're close.
Rochester's 4A. You're playing a school of two sizes. That's why I say all these close games that all Rochester does is playing a great big. All these big school seasons, and then when it comes playoff time, they will it down to 4A
slows
schools
it down.
Start the lawnmower.
Right. Right.
It's funny stuff.
Well, that sets up next week's matchup for the Leonard Bowl, which congratulations to Ken Leonard. He's the all-time wins leader in the state of Illinois.
Tied, I believe.
Tied.
Yeah.
Well,
needs to win one. And then how does fate happen where you have to beat your son to do it?
To do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and SHG, they've already lost a game this year.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
they
I
lose-
wouldn't
they
put
lose
that
to
down
a
as a
Glenwood.
win yet.
No, they lose to a Glenwood team who had a tough time last night with Eisenhower. So that's why you play the games, guys. Anything can happen. They did come away with the victory, but
Yeah, and
wasn't easy.
like we talk about, it's not the NFL. You don't get an injury report. We don't know if kids were disciplined or didn't play or injured or all that stuff, but they did have a tough time with them. And you know what? Yeah, and Kenny Leonard, we're going to have him come on and talk or something sometime, because what a good dude.
boy.
He's a good guy.
How are we going to
You're-
have that happen?
yeah,
I'll get it taken
we
care of.
don't have a
He's
guest
good
getter.
guy. You know what I mean?
we'd just like to have some Joe Schmo from the street come on and talk with us, but we can't even get that done. You think Ken Leonard's going to come all the way down here? We might have to go to him, and I don't know if that's in our budget.
We may have a special guest.
What might be in our business?
Now, I was told today that this was going to be one of the best shows ever,
That's what I heard.
and
I got this same email.
Ways to go.
and
Boy, times are running.
Jim, were you planning on contributing to this show? Then you threw that statement out, and I got a little bit excited. I'm like, all right, this
Yeah, I actually thought about listening to the show. But it was so good.
yeah.
We were doing wireless.
I thought we were.
I thought you were going to show up, no cords.
Yeah, I thought I was going to come in today and something big was going to happen. Then I remembered that I'm the host, and yeah, that's probably
Waiting on
not going to
something
happen.
big.
Yeah,
He's still
we got
the
we got
host.
somebody on the phone line. You said?
Tom Petty said no.
Ken Leonard.
Oh, well, I did send Mark Grody a message last week.
He's a
and
big deal.
He replied to me Saturday afternoon. He's like, oh man, I'll have to can we get with you some other time? I mean, he was in Green Bay, obviously, and probably a lot going on with his first, on the field game. So we'll let it slide, Mark. But next time I send you a message, boy, you better call in.
We got to throw the hats out. We're going to have to get Aaron Fricky on here too. But
Yeah, he's over in Warrensburg.
Warrensburg, and they just went 4-0 last night.
Yeah.
They were on the game of the week, and they went 4-0.
Oh, they were. I wish I would.
And he's a good kid too, man, doing good things over there. So 4-0.
Mark over there with him. Huh?
Mark's helping him.
That's cool. They Mark coached in Lincoln for a long time,
Yep.
and
So Aaron started quarterback here for 3. I think got hurt as a sophomore. 2 years at least.
then they moved up to Porta.
Yeah, moved to
Petersburg.
Porter, and he went over to can't think of the name of the school now.
Afghanistan.
No, he went there and played defensive end. I think he was a big dude. Got moved to defensive end, but good things going on over there. 4-0.
Yeah, good for them. Some 927. What?
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I mean,
We're happy for
We're
ya.
happy for you. Some other things going on around high school sports in Lincoln. The boys soccer program still rolling. They defeated Springfield Lutheran this past Thursday. AJ Beard, he had an early goal, and it was on a great pass from Brandon DeAndre. It eventually held up as the deciding factor since it was the game's only goal. Peyton Lanning ended up collecting his 5th shutout. The boys varsity
That's pretty
record
good.
moved to 7-5. Next up for the boys soccer, Muhammad Seymour. That's going to be Monday at Hanlon Field at 4:30. So the soccer program,
I think they play again Tuesday. Is that in there? No, I think they play
I
Tuesday.
just got to Monday, but
What are sports that we
I wonder-
heard from yet? I guess we got the golf.
well, we
one
got
here.
okay. Hold on.
We got.
Hold,
All right.
Magenta.
Oh, you got it right there. You want to go ahead and take that, Jake?
No, I'm good. but
Go
I'm
ahead,
just saying,
bud.
What other sports? We got that one. What
He
about
was trying to lead you into something,
Oh.
weren't you?
Yeah,
Oh.
Like fishing.
I'm not used to him leading.
Yeah, you
He's
know
a
what? Go ahead.
follower.
Nice job.
He follows.
And you're pretty in pink.
Is this pink?
That's his combining shirt.
No.
No?
I don't wear this combine.
Oh no, he's shirtless on that combine.
Yep, I've got my bibs on, and that's it.
I got my bibs on and my corncob pipe,
Yep.
Yeah, we know.
my straw hat.
Are you kidding me? My dad doesn't let me anywhere near that combine.
Well, as he shouldn't.
Who was up on top of it fixing it? Was that your brother?
That was Phil. Phil was putting the
Hope your dad didn't turn a button on,
expanders on. No.
or Phil been chopped up.
No, I don't know if Dad even wants to play with them buttons anymore. Phil does most of that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that looks good too.
Well, congratulations to the.
They're all
varsity-
warmed up.
You done?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Get your muffin so I can read this.
I'm sorry.
All right.
All
Big
right.
congrats.
Congrats to the varsity boys golf team on a first place finish. Thursday, they had a team score of 157, defeating Rochester and MacArthur.
Ooh, nice work.
So playing some Central State 8 matchups right there.
Yep.
Coach Ciascio showing off a little bit.
Yeah.
Showing off a little bit. Beating up on people.
Yeah. So
Too bad he's not a very good fantasy football player.
congratulations.
Oh.
Ooh, that was below the
But he
belt.
is a Bears fan, so
Oh, yeah. That's another low blow.
we will talk about that later in the show. So a lot of things going on today.
Oh, yeah.
Some other stuff going on at the high school today.
Now, just
At
go along soccer. Isn't this weekend that huge soccer tournament out there? Where are you going to talk about that?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Out
Yeah,
here?
there's this huge soccer tournament out here.
Oh, well then go with it.
I don't know too much about it, but I just know there's like soccer all day long today and tomorrow, I believe, out here at the what do they call them? Soccer fields.
Soccer fields?
They're called something, aren't they? But
Soccer
Called
fields.
the soccer.
Mike, if you got nothing to do, nice warm day,
Behind Walmart.
pop
there.
out. Yeah,
Pop on out. It's going to be hot.
yeah, it's gonna be hot.
It's going to be real hot.
Softball today, too.
That's why I had my mom know. It's gonna
Hey,
be
we
hot.
got some regional champs in the house. So talk
gonna
to us
pop
a little
out
bit
that?
about that, Jake.
Oh, man. Great season going on by first-year head coach there for the junior high softball team. And got a good group of kids, including my daughter, who's an 8th grader this year.
She a good kid?
She seems like a good kid, you know.
He's
Right now, as long as she don't follow in her father's footsteps, she'll be a good
I
kid.
think she'd be doing all right if she did that.
Oh, really?
I'd rather her go to college, though. than-
Jacob.
I'd rather go to college, but no, having a really good season, man. I mean, Kara Farnham pitching for us. She's had just a sensational year, but I mean, we've got a whole bunch of good ones there on the 8th grade team, you know.
So who did you just beat? You just won the regional at
Yeah,
home?
we just beat Williamsville, which is
Aren't they pretty good?
they're considered one of the top teams in the state, so, and one of the top programs for the last many years. So
Not anymore. You know why? Because they're at home.
They ran into Lincoln.
they're sitting at home, getting to think about.
So when's
softball
your
right
next
now.
game?
We play today at 11 at Olympia, and I'm not positive who we're playing. It was between two different Bloomington teams. Both of them have good pitching, you know. But we've had great pitching here the last few games, and some very timely offense and some really good defense. We made a lot of plays. So you know, if you can put a few things together and control your mistakes, you can win a ball game. And you know, maybe if some things can go in the right direction today, we might be going on to state.
Boy, you talk about defense. You know, that's kind of, you know, they say defense wins ball games, but you know, you got to have all three assets. You know,
Oh yeah.
to a softball, and pitching's key. If you got a good pitcher, and it's not like pitching baseball, these girls can go out and throw all day long because it doesn't have that stress on your arm like baseball pitchers would. And
Correct. However, it does wear you down. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
you know,
yeah.
you're out in the sun and everything.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get
Right.
hot and it's gonna exhaust
Now-
you. So you got to stay hydrated and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's much different than baseball. Your arm doesn't get that fatigue. It doesn't get that torque on it like a baseball player does. So yeah, you can pitch basically all day long.
Well,
if you have to.
I was leading up to there is no pitch count or limit for these girls pitching in softball.
No.
I mean, so as long as they're good to go.
The only thing is in softball, as they get fatigued, a lot of times their ball. A lot of pitchers have a little bit of downward action if they snap off right. You know, if they're throwing just a normal fastball, it'll have a little bit of movement to it. Not a lot, but enough that it makes it harder, especially if you're throwing a harder pitch. Makes it much harder to center. As you go along and you get fatigued, you're not snapping as much, which
So
means it's going to
staying in that zone.
Stay in the zone a little bit higher, and you can get in trouble. You're going to get a little more flat. You're not going to hit your spots. And the key with Kara here last few games is she has not only been hitting her spots, but she'll get a strike or two on you, and she's concentrating on the batter, and she starts nibbling on the outside. She's putting it just out of reach, just a little bit extra high, you know, just a little extra low where you can't center it very well at all. And I tell you what, the last couple games she has been phenomenal. So
And that's a junior
the
high
nice
girl.
and the nice thing about it is too, she's had a couple really nice plays behind her when they did make contact, which wouldn't amount to nothing. But if you get one person on, that can start a rally. And you know how it goes in sports like that. It's not Major League Baseball. It can go downhill in a hurry.
Right.
So, yeah, we've had some really good plays and great pitching and a couple timely hits, especially by Riley Tungate. Holy cow. Speed kills, my friend. Speed
Get
kills.
on, Gates always had speed.
And I tell you what, she is speed-wise electrifying. She is extremely fast and a very good base runner on top of that. So, hats off to this team. They've been playing really well, and hopefully we can continue it after today.
What were expectations going into the season, Jake? Was it a team that people thought had a chance to do some things, or is it kind of, wow, this is unexpected?
No. Well, I've known this team since they were in Biddy Bowl. I helped coach them when they were little, and back then, me and a few of the parents were like, man, these kids, if they could all stay together, they could be pretty solid, and they have. And they are pretty solid. Before the season, with a new coach, you don't really know what to think. So, you were thinking, well, maybe we could win a couple games in regionals and then maybe run into Williamsville. But we ran over Williamsville.
So who's your coach? We didn't talk about that.
You don't want to
Coach Nicole and Amber. I can't think of their last name. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
actually, you said it earlier.
Yeah, I can't think of it now.
Boy, you just had a brain for it. Because you said their names earlier.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, we walked you right into that one.
Yeah.
There's a bus. Jump under.
Yeah, there's that phone. See, we get so dependent on that phone. Now, what's the name of your furniture store?
I'm the one we're at.
BOGO.
It's outdoor patio furniture on sale.
.com.
Close
There
out.
you go. Close out.
Hey, real quick before commercial break, some other sports going on at the high school today. Girls varsity tennis. They're at the Glenwood Invite. That's going on as we speak. And the boys varsity cross country and girls varsity cross country, they're at the Dunlap Invite starting at 9. So they're running right now, Joe.
I'm not.
You got up at about 7 and ran to the bathroom.
Ended up doing stuff.
10 o'clock, girls varsity volleyball. They're in the fall festival tournament versus Mount Pulaski. I don't know where that's at.
It's in Mount Pulaski.
Okay. And
So
then,
they have all their fall festivals in Mount Pulaski.
and then one of the best bands in the state of Illinois, the Lincoln Marching Band. They're in the fall festival. And where's that at? No,
Probably Pulaski.
I looked at
if it's
not.
the Mount Pulaski Fall Festival.
I think at Mason
Probably Mount
City,
Pulaski.
maybe.
Chatham.
Mason City. So they're over there.
Manitou.
It's not in Manito. Jim,
Hey, you know what, Jim? You're on top of
Oh,
things
I got that
today.
you know,
Let's hear it again.
he can't find the terrific bass button, but that
Manitou.
That's when you're trying to deny saying it. Manito. That was good stuff. Huh?
We had delivery.
We need to replay that whole.
yesterday.
We need to replay that whole show. When you said
Manito.
it.
Yeah, we had delivery there just the other. Actually,
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah?
yesterday. I think it was Wednesday actually, and the customer was talking.
Congratulations.
But the problem is, I almost can't say Manitou.
I know.
anymore.
I can't say it anymore either.
See?
I'm like, so where are you from? They're like, oh, Manito, or the Manitou. I was like, Manito?
I can't say it either.
Good. I hope it sticks with you the rest of your lives. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back. We're talking baseball, we're talking NFL, and we're talking college football all in a matter of about 15 minutes.
Wow, this is an
Stay
incredible show.
tuned.
Can you believe how quickly it goes by?
Yes. We're going to have to extend the time. You're in the Cheap Seats 96.3 FM.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is Jake's Jam.
There you go. Why don't you get up to slide dance for us? Dance like those three girls did in the video.
And Joe will sing.
Video?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Well, you've been addicted to it before. I know that.
Addicted to something.
It's love.
Love.
Hey, welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. We are at Jake's Furnishings.
We are.
Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston, Jim Ash, Lloyd Kirby with you this morning for another 15 minutes or so.
Can you believe there's only 15 minutes left in this show?
I'm going to tell you, man, when things are good, time flies.
Can you people out there riding around listening to this believe that this is free?
Yeah.
This is free to you to listen to.
If you would listen to us while you're working, boy, that time would fly What?
Real quick update.
Real quick.
The Lincoln Junior High is taking on Bloomington Corpus Christi. Tom Schneider says.
Okay, Corpus Christi. Boy, how many? That's a weird name for Bloomington.
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah. Hey, American Legion tryouts going on today out at the American Legion Fields at 11 o'clock. So get on out there and see our boy Jason O'Brien. It's that time of year, you got to work into next season. So get on out there if you want to try out for the baseball squad, Joe.
No, I don't want to try out.
No, you're too old.
Yes.
Oof.
Hey, moving on to the MLB. Joe, I understand that every time you go to a Cardinals game, they lose.
Yes, I went Wednesday and Thursday, and it was just ugly. It's a great place.
All right.
My God.
On that note, I am going to start a GoFundMe page to buy Joe tickets to the St. Louis Cardinals games because every time he goes, they lose.
0-2, man.
If anybody wants to contribute to that, we'll send Joe. I don't know. Maybe try to get you 2 tickets. Don't want you going by yourself.
I don't mind sitting there by myself. It's kind of it's kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will drive. I know how you want.
Yeah.
You're a good rider.
Yep. You love corn dogs. Let's go over some standings and all with the MLB. In the American League East, you got the Boston Red Sox running away with that. They're 9.5 games up over the Yankees.
They have already clinched to play.
Right, and the Yankees have won 91 games. So the Boston Red Sox, man, they're pretty good. American League Central, Cleveland Indians, they're up 15 over Minnesota. Yeah, they're going to win that one. American League West, the Houston Astros are only up 2.5 over Oakland. And then you got Seattle. And then how about them Los Angeles Angels? They go out and, they got the best baseball player in the game. Then they go out and sign, what's his name, Jake? The guy
Ohtani.
Yeah, okay, I didn't want to say it because there's been another clip. So yeah,
He backed off of that, didn't
Yep,
he?
I'm done saying tough words.
Well, he's got to get Tommy John surgery. The week they announced he's getting Tommy John, he
Goes out and hits.
He's the athlete of the week
Yeah.
for Major League Baseball for a few home runs and whatnot. So
Yeah, moving on to the National League in the East, Atlanta. They're pulling their lead away there, Lloyd. Sorry, buddy. I think your Phillies are done, but they had a good run. You should be proud.
Yeah.
I know we kind of jumped past it, but how about Tampa Bay getting into the wild card talk?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay and Seattle
Kind of
right
overlooked
now,
them a little bit, didn't we, Jake?
Yeah.
Well, just because they're 20 games
They're 21 games out of first, I think.
first.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to the wild card in a minute. See, I
Yeah.
got right there. Boom. Ha. All right.
This is the part of the agenda we didn't
Magenta,
get.
man.
He had all the
Well,
agenda
listen.
except for. But hey, go ahead. No, go ahead. It's fine. It's your
This
show.
cost me paper and ink.
I'm impressed with him.
Okay.
Jim, you got to up his budget.
Moving on.
From 0 to how about 100%?
Yeah, 100%. What's 100% of nothing?
Don't
That's
give us
$1,000.
math.
That's
$75.
$1,000.
$75.
In the Central, National League Central, you got the Cubbies, a game and a half over Milwaukee. Cubs fans, I think we're in a little bit of trouble.
Well, he's still got a game and a half lead.
Yeah, but we just lose
What,
Strope.
15
we
left?
just lost Strope. We have no closer. We're not hitting the ball. I don't know. It's just one of those.
I will say that Milwaukee team is playing
Milwaukee's
good ball.
playing good ball.
They're playing good ball, and they
they
made some good
just
moves
took
down
2
the
out of
end.
3 out of Chicago, and they could have walked away if they're tied for the division. Luckily, we got 1 game in, but yeah, Cubs fans, you can be a little nervous right now. Cardinals fans, you guys just dropped out of the wild card. You guys are on the
we're
East Coast.
tied.
Well, they have them.
Did it to themselves. Man.
Yeah. Well, you did it to them.
I know.
So yeah, but you're still in it, Cardinals fans. You're only 5.5 out of first for the division. So don't crawl in a hole yet. You're good, Jim. It's all right.
You know what? A team that, in my opinion, about 6 weeks ago, we were wondering what kind of draft pick we're going to be getting, and now we're talking possible playoffs.
Playoffs.
That's not bad, man.
No, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Just ruined your draft pick and still not going to do anything. But hey, not bad at all.
Keep
in the
bumbling,
West,
stumbling and bumbling.
in the West, the Colorado Rockies, they're playing some good ball as well right now, Jake. They're a half a game over the Dodgers and 3.5 up over Arizona. Going into the season, Arizona, they had a good start, and they just kind of fell off a little bit. And you blink your eyes, L.A., the Dodgers, they're right back in the swing of things. And then
L.A. was
the Rockies.
L.A. looked to be down and out.
Yeah,
for a while. And then
even after they went and got Machado, they still weren't
really clicking.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to.
They had a couple injuries though. Justin Turner down for a little while.
Right.
He's kind of I'm not saying he's the heart of that team, but boy, he means a lot to them. A guy that just grinds out at bats and battles and can hit a dinger as well. He means a lot to that team.
Yeah, he does. He really does. All right, you want to talk a little bit about the wild card up in the American League with the division leaders right now, Boston, Cleveland, Houston. That puts the Yankees and the Oakland A's at the top of the wild card hunt. Seattle, they are
a few games back.
Is it 8.5? Is that right? Yeah, I guess 8.5. And then Tampa 9. So a lot of things have to happen for Tampa.
A lot of things have to happen.
You
know what? They crawled in there though, man.
They're in the top.
They were considered one of the teams that wasn't supposed to be. They're supposed to be on the bottom.
And that's
of the
even after they traded some of their. They traded.
They've
Archer.
actually gotten better.
Yeah, maybe there was a clubhouse thing. I don't know, but yes, they made some moves, some questionable moves, and boom, they're right in the talk. So yeah. And then we'll move down to the National League with Atlanta, Chicago, and Colorado leading the division right now. You've got Milwaukee, and the Dodgers and the Cardinals are tied right now for that second wild card spot. With Arizona, Philadelphia, they're still in the hunt for wild card, Lloyd. So don't jump off the ledge yet.
Don't jump off the edge of this patio.
You might twist an ankle. But yeah,
No.
it's coming down.
No, you will not.
No? Yeah, insurance.
Lloyd.
Work comp. It's on the job.
Yep. Look at Jim.
Jim, he just
They're
ignores
busy.
us.
Jim's busy.
He doesn't even listen to what we're saying. It's a pretty close race here coming down to the wire. Only how many games left? Only
Like 15.
Yeah, not many at all. Boy, this summer has flown by, guys. I mean, we've only got maybe, a week and a half or so of summer. And, boy, it's, man. That means you're almost another year older, Joe. What are we going to do?
Track?
How do we slow down time?
You can't. You just got to go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, enjoy it. It's a nice summer day.
Yeah.
Summer for another week for sure.
Yeah.
No rain.
So how you feeling about the baseball season, Jake?
Refreshed.
I mean, as a baseball fan, I know this is an exciting time for you. The playoffs coming up around. You're not much of an NFL guy. You do like some college football, but baseball is your thing. Have you been pleased overall with as a fan?
It's been a fantastic year. Cubs are a little bit. I'd say the Cubs are a little bit of a disappointment this year. Washington Nationals were a little bit of a disappointment, as well as the Dodgers. Even though the Dodgers are right there, you really looked, and after they got Machado, even you would have thought they would leapfrog the rest of the Western Division, but they really did not. The Cubs, you really thought at the beginning of the season they were going to win 100+ games. And then you look at the Washington Nationals and where they're at. Right. The nice thing about it is that left an opening for a team like the Braves to jump right in there, and they're taking advantage.
Right, the Braves are about 2 years ahead of schedule, so that's got to be encouraging.
Playing in that new ballpark,
right.
And a lot of good things there.
It's going to be an interesting offseason with free agency.
Oh boy, it's going to be a big season.
There's going to be some money spent when you've got a Machado, you've got a Bryce Harper, you've got a Kershaw going to be a free agent.
Josh Donaldson,
Verlander, is he going to be, or is he tied up?
I think he's tied up for.
Okay. Well, there's some other big names out there, and there's going to be some money thrown around.
Oh, yeah.
And the Phillies are in the talks, always the Yankees, and Cardinals are going to have to make a move or two.
You would think that's a possibility,
right? So there's going to be some money spent. It's going to get interesting. just exactly what happens. And usually around mid-December, winter meetings, that's usually when things
right after Thanksgiving. Usually
that's when things really start to heat up. Except for last year, a slow start,
slow end.
Yeah,
even.
I mean,
you look at what was the Cubs pitcher that went to the Phillies?
Oh, Hamill. Yeah, he didn't sign, or not Hamill. Arrieta. Yeah, he didn't sign until
really after the start of spring training.
Right. Yeah. So, people were trying to see what this guy's going to get. Where's my market? How much can I get?
Yeah.
And so,
it never materialized for some of them.
Right.
I mean, it was an interesting off season last year. And I think a lot of people were hesitant to throw the money out, knowing all the names that are going to be in the pool for this year. So yeah, this once the baseball season actually gets over, I think it's actually going to get a little warmer.
Good.
Yeah,
You fit right in there.
The hot stove.
Yeah,
I'm sitting in the hot stove right now.
Getting out from underneath that canopy.
Woo, yeah, we need to extend this thing, build on, add on. But I don't necessarily think that Harper and Machado are going to determine the market, because they're just above the market right now. So those mid-tier players is really, I think, the focus right now, because like I said, Machado and Harper, I don't think they really influence anything except for the big signing for an individual team. Because.
Yeah, I mean,
or do you think they have some kind of influence on the market?
Oh, they'll have influence on the market because they're the standard bearer at their positions. But
they're kind of the elite, the top. I mean, you're not going to base.
I think a few guys are going to want to try to sign a big contract before they sign, if possible.
Right.
I don't see Bryce Harper's contract taking too long. I think he's actually going to probably be off the board before. Maybe even before December 1st. I think he's going to
do you have
San Francisco.
You have predictions he's going to San Francisco?
I think he's going to San Francisco.
And why would you say that?
It's a gut thing. No, you look at what teams go after generally. In San Francisco, they like very athletic left fielders, which is where he's projected. They had Bonds there for many years. This seems like a good fit. Left-handed swinging outfielder. Just seems like a good spot for him. And they have the money.
All right. Well, we'll see. I think you're wrong.
Where would you think he would go?
I don't know. It's going to be a big market team. You're talking. Your Yankees.
I think he's going to want to play. More than likely, long term, he's going to want to be left field, and he's going to sign for 10 years.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 years, $400 million.
It's going to push it. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe if not more, Joe.
Well, if he would have had a normal Bryce Harper year, I would say the first half of the year he was really pressing hard.
Yeah,
I think he may have been looking at 500.
Yeah, I mean, with the second half he's had, that's really bumped his stock up.
Yeah, how much is enough, you think?
It's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, that's
Joe, I can tell you this.
Until they put a salary cap on it, there's not going to be enough.
I don't know if there will ever be a salary cap.
There never will be.
With baseball, the owners are making big money. It's big money.
Well, they play more games.
And they can pay it if they want. They have the choice. I mean, they have all the power, really. They can kind of collude.
Just for an example,
money.
The Cubs didn't have to play that game Thursday at Washington. They could have waited till the end of the year to see if it had any influence at all. But MLB and the Nationals wanted that game in because that's revenue.
Big money,
revenue.
Yeah.
And the Cubs bring fans, and it was already like 35, 40,000 people. There was only actually about 6,000 or 7,000 people there, but the tickets already been sold. So they had to get the game in, or they'd have to refund all that money, and you're talking millions of dollars.
Not only that, but absolutely. I mean, it's big time, plus the TV revenue as well that they don't get.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, that's our baseball talk. Real quick at the NFL. Bears fans, are you disappointed? Had the Packers against the ropes Sunday night.
They are who we thought they were.
And they blew it. And I did not sleep at all. I'm not kidding. I did not sleep. I just laid there and just.
However, the new signing of Khalil Mack.
Oh my gosh!
As a Bears fan, you got to be a little excited,
Absolutely.
right?
Now, after I had a day to kind of think about the whole game, after taking myself away as being a fan, it wasn't that big of a deal, that loss. Oh. Matt Nagy, the game we had won. Kyle Fuller intercepts that football there at the end. Game over. Mm-hmm. He didn't. He has hands of feet. But
he has hands.
Matt Nagy, he made some mistakes as a first-year head coach in his first game. Made some crucial mistakes. Throwing the ball on third down and incomplete, stops the clock. Time management was an issue. Play calling was an issue. Execution overall. Some plays were issues. Excellent first half. Second half, you let Aaron Rodgers off the hook with a bad knee. You're not bringing pressure up the middle to make him get out of the pocket, which he couldn't. You let him stand back there and pick you apart. Mm-hmm. And those are things that they're going to address and hopefully address, because you got to take advantage of what's there. And you had them, but just didn't finish. Simple as that. Joe?
Well, now that we've got just enough time left to talk about all the good things that the Arizona Cardinals had going on.
And cue it, Jim.
And that's the show.
And what was it?
And it's 10:01.
Name one good thing.
No, I think we just went through it.
I had them winning, Joe.
That was one horrible football team.
I had them winning.
Wow.
How about them Saints? I had them winning too, man. And how about the Pittsburgh Steelers, huh?
Go Bucks!
Cleveland ties the Steelers.
Hey,
the Bucks.
The Bucks, man.
The Bucks.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
they suspend their QB1 and look at them roll.
Yeah.
Did you see his interview after the game, Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
Did you?
The magic is not what he says.
Or he said, they asked him, he said, well, I'm a little disappointed in my rushing yards. I had 28, but they made me take 2 knees at the end of the game, and I only had 26.
Yeah, good stuff. Illinois tonight, or this afternoon, Soldier Field against South Florida. We won't be there, but check them out. No. All right, I'd like to thank Jake for having us today, Jake. You the man. And that's going to do it for us. We will talk to you next week from We Don't
Who knows?
Know. We'll let you know, but same time, same channel. We'll see you next week.
Good day.